Back in 2009, I made my first game and this guy hated it. Seriously. Said the graphics are very bad, the movement's buggy, and there's even spelling mistakes. And being a kid, that really hurt my feelings. So my plan is to remake my first game so it's amazing, find out where that guy is now, and then out of the blue send him my remake and see if I can get him to change his mind over a decade later. The problem is, this is really sunny. I made my game so long ago that the only copy of it exists on a forum post from like 2009. So I thought I could download my game off there, but the legacy forum doesn't even exist anymore. But I have a solution. If you've never heard of the Wayback Machine, you're probably not wasting your life indoors on the internet like me, which is ironic because I'm actually at a park right now. It sends websites back in time. So welcome to the year 2009, July 3rd to be exact. And now I just need to browse this ancient forum to find my game since the search box doesn't work. I swear to you this isn't set up. This is my game on the first page. This honestly brings back so many memories. Let's just download it because I'm way too excited. 13 years later and we got this open. From what I remember, basically a poorly drawn asteroid is going to destroy Earth and you need to beat the game to get a ticket to board a ship to leave Earth and not die with the rest of civilization. So yeah, you have a cyborg, I called mine Jiminy, and you need to battle other cyborgs. What is going on here? Anyway, the game's really simple and you take turns pressing 1, 2, or 3, and you try not to be the one to land on 41. Otherwise, you'll lose. Sulfur clearly didn't like my original game. I need this remake to be amazing when I contact him. So I reached out to someone on Fiverr to make me better looking cyborgs since the faces right now are not great to put it kindly. I found this guy who makes original fake mod characters. They kinda look like Pokemon, but they're not. And he'll make me like 50 of these for $5. So while I wait on him to do that, I noticed there's voice acting in my game.
Hello, I'm Cyborg98.
So since I need this remake to be amazing, I set up a meeting with the original voice actress in hopes to use her again. But since she lives in Canada, I booked a ticket to Montreal and flew there to hopefully get her to re-record her lines.
Hi Mom, I'm here to record your lines.
Okay, the original voice actress was my mom, and obviously she agreed.
Cyborg98.
Now that that's taken care of, it's time to actually start making this remake. And this works out really well because the guy from Fiverr just finished making me the 50 fake characters. Okay, these are actually amazing. I made the battles go to 21 so the game goes quicker, and gave each of the fake mon their own unique ability. Like this one could skip a turn. So it's a huge upgrade from the original. Since the point of this video is to actually get Sulfuric to play this remake, I kinda need to find him. That may not be so easy since my only contact with him is a forum post from 13 years ago. So I found this social media private investigator online and sent them a message asking for their prices to track someone down. So while I wait for their reply back, I spent more time playing 41. And the more I played it, the more I realized the game isn't just about battles, but also visiting towns, getting medals, partying with a Rickroll DJ. And since Sulfuric said my graphics were bad, I mean, I personally don't know what he's talking about, I reached out to my friend Kevin to make me a really good 3D character for my remake.
Well, actually, I just started with Blender and I'm really just learning everything, so I don't know if you want to use it.
Alright, perfect, so I'll expect it for Tuesday then. Thanks.
Hang on a
While we wait on Kevin, Mixamo actually has really good free models, so I'll use this one as a placeholder for now. And after reading up on whether homes actually exist near pyramids in the desert, apparently they do, I remade the first town in 3D, and also built out a club with equally cheesy dialogue, a store to buy new cyborgs, and a stadium to get your first medal. I have to admit, I'm getting a little anxious not knowing if I could even find Sulfuric since the whole video basically relies on him. So I wonder if I could just find him myself. I'm gonna start with his profile page since I honestly don't know where else to look. And it looks like he's made a couple posts. Like check this out. He actually made a game and it looks like he has a website for it. So I guess in the last 13 years he shut it down. But I wonder if anything comes up if I Google it. No way, could this actually be his LinkedIn? This guy's a game dev. I think it's Sulfuric. Okay, quick Google. He's nuts, we have his Twitter. I think I should tweet him. I have a game dev YouTube channel. I was wondering if there's a way to contact you to discuss something for an upcoming vid. Alright, now we wait. He's gonna be so confused. But because I did that, that actually puts me on the clock now to finish my remake as soon as possible. And no joke, there's still a lot to do. So I'm gonna try to speedrun my original game. And the next thing I need to do is beat this guy to get a medal to move on to the next city. I won't battle you unless you go to the arcade and beat the awesome game. What game? So supposedly I need to beat this arcade game to actually be allowed to battle that guy, so let's do this quick. I just need to hit this green ball 20 times in like 25 seconds and not hit the blue or red balls. I mean, okay, I could do this. Oh, come on. Okay, slight change of plan. I bought a mouse and I'm really hoping I can beat Pink Thing now because I genuinely don't know what else to do. Yes! I actually beat it with 0 seconds left. Okay, confession time. That honestly took me like 40 tries to beat, even with the mouse. So I think we could all agree that Pink Thing isn't very good. So I remade it in 3D with the balls rolling towards you, so it's a lot easier to actually get a good score. And then built this small arcade for it that has this really cool 90s style. I also don't want you to think I've forgotten about Kevin. He actually just messaged me with this finished character. His character is, interesting. I've gotten really used to this model, so I'm going to use his character for the second stadium leader. And since I actually need to be able to get there, I built a snowy town that connects the arcade and the stadium. I'm also starting to think that Sulfuric's leaving my tweet hanging, so I'm going to try contacting him on his company's Facebook page. It'd be great if he could answer soon, but while we wait, I should probably just finish off this game, so I think I need to go in this abandoned home. I swear if this is ping thing again. Okay, that was actually my work laptop, so I do need it, but think of it like a metaphor for my frustration. So yeah, I'll admit it. My game was never good and Sulfuric was right 13 years ago. But I have great news. I just got a Facebook message and guess who got Sulfuric's email? That's right. I sent him an email explaining the whole idea and he's down. His own words. This is huge that he's down for this crazy idea. So I need to make sure this remake's amazing so I won't let him down again. The only thing that's really left in this game is beating the people in this elite arena, so I could get access to the ship and win the game and not get killed by that poorly drawn asteroid. So I beat the last lady and I thought the game was over, and that's when I learned the shocking twist. She's my mom. I'm not even kidding, the story barely makes sense. So for my remake, I just made a grass field, and when you beat the final leader, I changed it up. All these years, I've had this resentment towards Sulfuric when he was really just trying to help me. Maybe I was symbolically the asteroid to my game's planet, on the verge to destroy it, and he was just trying to divert it from impact and save my game. This time I was able to change the ending, and I made the asteroid miss Earth. I exported my game, wrote out my email to Sulfuric, or Joseph, that's his actual name, and sent the email. No matter what he says, I'm honestly proud of this remake and the game dev I've become. All I could do now is wait. So I didn't expect him to answer so quickly, but he sent me his thoughts and there's a lot of them. He had some criticism, which I really appreciate him taking the time to write out, but the most important part he said is that the new version is vastly better, so I feel confident saying I've redeemed my game dev skills, even if it took 13 years. And I think I have this newfound confidence now to send my game to someone even bigger. Actually, maybe in my next video.